Good morning, everyone. We're live from Houston, Texas. This is Friday, September 28th, and show number 109. Looks to Maya. Oh, she's there somewhere. There she is. They're home from school today, so they're wandering around the empty house. So, hooray! It's echoey here. Sorry about that. As you can see, I kind of am in my sloppy paint clothes, so I'm very excited because it's going to be another painting day. Yesterday I got some of the damage of the walls done, but not as much, of course. There she is. She's just wandering around. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm so glad you're here. Lots of people here before the show started. Captain Terry, Captain Angela, Captain Freeze Baby, I figured out how to say it, thank you for telling me. Captain Michelle, Captain Diana, Captain Sherry's here for the first time catching it live. I'm so glad you're here, Sherry. It's good to see you. Let's see who else is here. I think I said Captain Charles is here and Captain KB is here. Hey, shh, Daddy's working. She likes to bark out the windows. It's a good girl. Sit. So anyway, yeah, lots of people here. Remember, if it's your first time at Captain Housekeeper Live, I set up the show early so you can come and join in the chat room. And lots of people usually do, so it's always fun to chat before the show starts. If it is, yes, Captain Charles says rough, yeah. The puppies joined us this morning, and the blinds are all open, so there could be barking. Chandler's sound asleep in the man cave, so I don't think she'll be joining us. If you're enjoying these shows, give them a thumbs up. I won't say no to some thumbs up. So yes, it's Friday, and I didn't get quite as much done yesterday as I'd like, but isn't that always it? I mean, I wish I had gotten everything done, but I didn't, because this morning, all was going well. And then really early when I was eating breakfast this morning, the phone rang. And it was the flooring company, not Roger, not the general contractor on the job. It was the actual flooring people. So I have this new thing where I'm answering the phone instead of just running away from it. I used to always say, oh, just leave a voicemail, I'll get back to you. So anyway, I'm answering the phone nowadays. So I answered the phone, and she was I don't know what her position at the flooring company is, but she's the one that calls me. And she was like, hey, you were supposed to start getting your floors stained next Thursday. How does Monday sound instead? It's like, Monday? It's like 4 days early, right? And she's like, Monday, yeah, we're ready to go. It's like, oh no, that shaved off 4 days from how much time I had to paint. Hashtag it's always something. So suddenly this morning I have a lot of motivation to get going on this painting project. So I'm going to get going. When I finish here, it's lunchtime for me. So when I finish here, I'll go eat some lunch. I got some supplies the other day, so I'm gonna go make myself some sandwich or something. And then I'm gonna hit the ground running. And what I was thinking about doing, shh, Daddy's working. They're protecting the house from nothing. There's nothing out there. They're good guard dogs. Shh. Anyway, oops, that was Tobias. So what I'm thinking about doing is when I go painting, come here and sit down right now. Shh. I'm going to maybe turn on the camera. I'm going to set up the tripod, and I'm just going to go live this afternoon. And so if you want to join me, if you see me go live, I'm not really sure I'm going to talk too much to the camera. I'll maybe chit-chat a little bit if I have some tips and tricks I come across. But I thought it'd be fun just to like set up a live cam in the background, and you can watch me paint some of the rooms, maybe, keep me company a little bit. It's gonna be fun. I've thought about doing this. I was talking to Captain Kristen. She's thought about doing it too. For a long time, and it seems like a really good opportunity since I'll be doing something like painting. So I will set up the camera. It could go on for hours. I'll talk to you when I go on a break, but hopefully I can get a lot done. I have to pet Tamaya or she will bark. don't know what there's literally nothing out there to bark at. I'm looking out all the windows. Shh. These are such good doggies. I feel safe with them around. Yeah, so, I saw some stuff come in. Captain Diana says, it's good because the earlier they start, the faster they will get done. That's absolutely true. And actually with the timing of it, Captain Diana, because it's a 5-day process, having them start on a Monday is much, 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 much better. Because they were going to start on a Thursday, which would have split the work and really extended it into a much longer process. So because they start on Monday, they should be completely finished with the second coat of polyurethane on Friday, which means it needs 48 hours to harden. And then that following Monday, they can bring all my stuff back. If they had started on Thursday, it would have run through, they wouldn't have finished until next Thursday. And then it would have had to have been a whole nother weekend before the stuff could come back. So it really, splitting it over a weekend was probably not ideal. So I'm really actually kind of glad they moved it up, even though it's going to accelerate. It's just going to motivate me to paint faster, that's all. Yeah, Captain Charles says, sounds like drop cloths are in order. Yeah, I'm going to put them down and get going. Have to go find my little step ladder in case I need it too. Captain KB says, pizza. Hamburgers. Wow, you guys are my favorite people. You're just talking about food. I love it. Captain Charles says, yeah, something to watch. You can turn on when I go live. If you're a subscriber to Captain Housekeeper and you've rung the little alert bell, you should get a notification when I actually do go live. So hopefully it'll work. It doesn't always work. I don't understand YouTube. Captain KB, you were the one that alerted us to they were going to overhaul the live streaming in the spring. I'm hoping this is one of the things they take care of. Yeah, you can, Captain Freeze Baby says, we can watch the paint dry. You can join me in watching the paint dry. Won't that be fun? Captain Charles says, dogs' ears are better than ours. You don't know me. No, you're absolutely right. Who knows what they hear? It's interesting because done an experiment that they seem to know when one of our cars is coming to the house even before it's here. Because, you know, it may seem like, oh, when somebody comes home from work every day at 5, they know, right? But sometimes it's random times. Somebody's coming back from the grocery store and they know when the car's in the neighborhood, like a half a mile away. It's pretty amazing because they both will get up and go to the door and wait for the garage to open. It's pretty amazing. Dogs are amazing. Captain Terry says, be sure to take breaks. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Gonna be drinking lots of water. You're probably gonna do a lot of sweating. Ooh, no one wants to see that. Captain KB says, who are they anyway? I don't know who you're talking about, so. Yes, Captain KB, every engine does have a little bit of a different sound. I've actually watched like documentaries about dogs, and they've shown that dogs can recognize engines of cars like a mile away. They can hear that it's like, oh, that's mommy's car or daddy's car. So it's amazing how good their ears are. It's amazing. It just blows my mind how smart they are. Oh, and you know your husband's truck over any other. Isn't that funny? I never really thought about it. I don't know if I recognize anyone's car. Maybe I do. Yeah, I need to hydrate. So for lunch today, I'm just going to cook, I don't have any leftovers, so I'm just going to make some sandwiches. That's what I'm going to make. Yesterday for a snack, I made a toasted ham and brie cheese sandwich. I just found it in the back of the refrigerator. Hope it was still good. It was delicious though. I put horseradish on it. I love horseradish on sandwiches. I don't know if I was telling you, Ancestry.com, the Ancestry DNA thing, I had my DNA tested last year because I was curious. There's always family lore about what your heritage is, but I don't believe anybody from the 1930s, you know, they didn't know anything. They just had hand-me-down stories, right? So science can now prove what our DNA is. So I thought that was fascinating. So I had my DNA. If you ever have it done, you have to spit a lot. Just be prepared for spitting. So you spit in this vial, send it away, they test your DNA, and they send you the results. And the results came back a little unexpected, but kind of in line with the family lore. I turned out to be, I don't know, 32% Irish, which when I was a kid, I had red hair and stuff, so that may account for that. But I didn't expect that, right? Because my mom's side of the family was all supposed to be English, and it turns out they were more Irish than I realized. And that's cool, whatever. But then I don't know if you saw the big scandal. They have new technology at Ancestry DNA, so they reran everybody's test to make the results more exact, right? And it turns out I'm Norwegian. I had no idea. No one's ever said, Drew, you're Norwegian. It's like, okay. I do like pickled fish for what it's worth. And I'm not sure why. Maybe it's the Norwegian in me. Just a little tiny bit. But what was interesting is when they redid those test results, there was less Irish after all, and it was a lot more English. So that lined up more with the family lore a little bit better. The original results also indicated my mom had Eastern European in her DNA, and that got eliminated also. So things did line up a little bit better, except for the Norwegian thing. It's just funny. Oh, let's see what's coming. Angela says dogs bark at doorbells even on TV. Oh, mine are really bad about that, especially when they were younger. They've gotten better. I think there's been a lot of stop it. Because somebody will just knock on a door on a TV show. You know, on Big Bang Theory, there's a lot of door knocking, and they would bark and bark and bark. It just drove me nuts. Oh, bark boxes. Yeah, KB talked about bark boxes. I get the bark box. They share one though, because all they do is destroy the toys immediately. A bark box is it's a subscription service that you get a box every month, and it has some toys and some treats in it. And they know when the box I brought in is bark box. I don't know if they can smell it. I don't know if they know the size. But when I bring it in, they are crazy for me to open that box. It's actually really adorable. Diana wants a bar box. No kidding. Just move your bed into your bar. That's what I did. Charles says pickled fish are gross. Maxine says her brother and his husband just got back from a trip to Ireland. Yeah, I've never been to Ireland. I wish I could go too, Captain Maxine. I watch shows and it just looks, Ireland, Scotland, it just looks so beautiful, that whole region of Great Britain. I've been to London, but it's just a city, right? You know, and I've been out to Stonehenge, which is kind of, you know, you go through the country a little bit. But to go up and see Ireland is kind of a dream of mine. And now that I know that I'm Irish, which explains a lot, I kind of want to go back to the homeland and then hop on over to Norway for some pickled fish. Captain Charles says he's a lot Irish. Oh, that's interesting. Angela says she's scared to shake the family tree. Hey, you never know what nuts will fall out of a family tree if you start shaking it. I actually didn't, you know, I kind of wanted some surprises when I did it. I thought it would be fun to find out that, like, uh-oh. But nothing like that popped out, except the Norwegian. That's a little unexpected. I wonder where the Norwegian came from. Anyway, so 15 people are here. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed the show. I'm going to get going because I need to get painting now that I have to get this done. And really what I'd like to do is get it done by the end of tomorrow so that it has 48 hours to cure, because they're going to come in and sand. And if the paint's not cured, some of the dust get into the walls. Not that it would make that big of a difference, but I kind of would know. So I want to get a lot of the painting done today and tomorrow if possible. I was really pleased is when I took a closer look at the walls. All the repair work that I had done when I first moved in, most of it is still really good. So there wasn't that much repair work to do. So I got real lucky with that. So it's just a matter of, you know, get her done. So I'm going to go ahead and go, folks. Just remember, oh, Captain Sherry. Remember, Sherry, just because you're in charge of your house doesn't mean you have to do everything. Automate and delegate whenever possible. Okay, and say it with me, folks. No matter what life throws at me, I have the ability to make this a fantastic day. Okay, bye everyone. See you maybe this afternoon. Watch your phones. Bye.